this on? So, good morning, everybody. Um, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the retreat and then we'll start the conversation. So, the retreat is on the 5th of September, 6th. If you're still on the fence about it, I don't want you to be on the fence. It's like the universe has taken all of our perceived obstacles about it. You don't have to drive all the way to Shasta. You don't have to take out time, 3-4 days out of your time. There are no financial constraints, nothing. It's local. You can go back and sleep on your own bed if you want. Um, but it's just a powerful 2 days of being together and holding space for each other and working on ourselves. So it's going to be a great time. And if you're still thinking about it, just commit to it and make it happen for yourself. That's it, done. Don't see, that's the mind doing its thing. It's overthinking, over-analyzing, over. Not necessary. All your perceived obstacles are out of the window now. Now you just have to show up on September 5th and 6th. And you two guys too as well, right? Um, so what I'm planning to do for myself, because I live here in Danville, and it's like a 50-minute drive for me. So I'm going to just book myself a place there. So it's in Lathrop. It's actually in, if you guys have met Dr. Anita and Krish, their home. They've opened up their beautiful house for us so we can spend 2 days on our retreat. Hello. Yeah. So we're going to be doing the retreat in their house. And then for one night, you can actually stay in a hotel in Lathrop. So if you don't want to travel that 50-minute back and forth, just think of staying somewhere there. Like there are plenty of hotels close by. Uh, but give yourself that opportunity to see what changes. That's the power of a retreat. A retreat is when you take pause from your usual routine. You withdraw into yourself, as it were. You start to reflect, and you take the help of the group. It's a group thing. It's always a group thing. You take the help of the group energy, and the group holds space for you to be able to experience the shift or the transformation. So think about it and do it. The retreat title is Quantum Jump, and I want you guys to look into it, read up, and get excited about it because it's a real thing, and we are going to create enormous shifts in our lives. And so, anyway, if you have any questions about the retreat, you can ask me, and I'll I'll help you answer them. I can send you the links for the places to stay there, all of that. But you can look up too. It's not a big deal. Um, when you send your yes to me, only then I will disclose the address because it's a private residence, of course. So I just don't need to make it public knowledge. So I need your RSVP, and then I will send you the address. And then if you like, you can book yourself a room 5 minutes away from their house, even, just for one night. Okay. Sounds good? Okay, cool. What else? Hmm. So these last few weeks, hello everybody, come on over. We have two chairs. Two chairs. Two chairs. Hi. Hi. Hi, Rohan. How are you? Doing well. Hmm? So these last few weeks, we've been sitting with one question. right? We've been asking ourselves this one question: who am I? Who am I? And before I begin, I'm going to have Alan Watts say something about it, if I may. Do you guys know Alan Watts? I'm sure most of you do. I mean, who would know? You don't. Okay. Oh, well, no, no worries. But first, let's listen to him. He speaks less than a minute about it. So I hope it works like that. We'll see.
I believe that if we are honest with ourselves, that the most fascinating problem in the world is who am I? What do you mean? What do you feel when you say the word I? I, myself. I don't think there can be any more fascinating preoccupation than that, because it's so mysterious, it's so elusive. Because what you are in your inmost being escapes your examination in rather the same way that you can't look directly into your own eyes without using a mirror. You can't bite your own teeth. You can't taste your own tongue. And you can't touch the tip of this finger with the tip of this finger. And that's why there's always an element of profound mystery in the problem of who we are. This problem has fascinated me for many years, and I've made many inquiries. What do you mean by the word I?
Okay, that's it. So we've been sitting with this question since the last few weeks, and we found at least two answers. There are more. The first is that we are this biological organism, a robot, if you will, wired by billions of neurons and transmitters and our programming and conditioning, wired by our childhood, belief systems that were installed in us, by our family dynamics, by our culture, by our society. And as we grew up, some of our programming was based on our life experiences, our dramas and traumas, and what have you. And so, are we this biological being um, that is an that is a beautiful piece of automation, crafted automation, very mechanical, just running on programs. There's a program for everything. And by the way, we have this survival personality program that is so deeply embedded in us, which is good. We need it. But we inherited that from our ancestors. The ancestors faced a brutal environment. It was hostile. And so they had to learn how to protect themselves constantly. It was always life and death the minute they stepped out of the house. And so they learned how to protect themselves by always scanning the world around them and just being always braced. And so what was necessary for them is kind of excessive for us in this modern times. And yet we still use that survival mechanism constantly. If it is a traffic jam, we could perceive it as predators driving a car. Who knows how system works. So if there is a notification in the app, anxiety appears. If somebody says something in a tone of voice, anger appears. If a thought arises, shame or resentment or guilt or a to-do list or something appears. Basically, just constantly triggered by stimulus inside and outside. Just not having our own agency to be. So that was one answer. And then the second answer is, or are we something that is underneath all of it? Are we that consciousness that is observing it all this drama, this chaos, this messiness, of this robot, it's all its activities. And are we the one observing it all? The fact that you can say, yes, I can be aware of someone doing this, that means you are not the robot. Because if you were the robot, only the robot, then you wouldn't be able to say, I'm aware of this, all these activities. Do you get my point? That there is a subject object relationship. So that kind of sort of tells us that we are experiencing all this, but we're not this. Just like I said last week, you experience traffic jam, you don't become traffic. So you experience a lot of things in your life, but that doesn't mean you become that. So are you this person, or are you this consciousness that is underneath it all? This witness consciousness, this awareness that is never triggered, that has never been conditioned, that is kind of indestructible. It has always been with you since your childhood till today. Self-effulgent, always peaceful, never reacting, never responding even, just silent. Silent witness consciousness. Is that who you are? So who are you? So you're a very complex being, and and even your own beauty eludes you today. And that is why we have these amazing, powerful spiritual practices that always keep pointing to this question and the various answers, and as you keep discovering yourself. Now you could say, okay, great to understand all this, but why does it matter? Why does it matter where I'm coming from? Well, think about it. If you think of yourself only as this biological being who responds based on conditioning and patterns, then that is a very limited way to think. Because then you're going to only create your life, your reality, based on this historical being that you are. This being with its programs and systems that have been installed. Your past becomes your present becomes your future. Nothing changes because you're so strongly identified to the label, to the name, to the history. So you're limiting yourself in a box. But if you constantly remind yourself that no, I am that consciousness underneath it all, then suddenly this limited becomes limitless. The limited becomes limitless. And that is a game changer. Because when you allow yourself to think in those vast, expansive terms, you have to allow this. It's just it took me a few years to get this shift in me as well, um, because I could understand it intellectually, but the allowing is deeper. It's more. It goes beyond the mind. It certainly has to. You have to. The way to allow this is to understand that the mind, your brain, has a role to play, a very powerful, important role, but it is not your leader. It's not your leader. It cannot lead you where you want to go. You want to be a creator, someone in awe, and enjoy the beauties of this life, but it cannot lead you where you want it to go. And so you have to lead it with the consciousness that you are. And when you lead and allow yourself in that way, then you notice life changing differently. And a lot of stuff has been said about it, so I don't want to go there yet. But so don't overanalyze, don't overthink too much, because then you're allowing the robot to lead your life. So the best way to interrupt this robot thinking, because it's a default programming in us, and unfortunately 95% of our lives, we lead our life through this robot. The best way to interrupt it is by constantly reminding yourself, I am the one that is aware of all this. That is who I am. That is my true nature. I'm the consciousness. And if you recall, we talked about what is this consciousness? We tried to explain it. It's source energy. We know from the law of physics when energy slows down and condenses, it compresses into matter. It takes the shape of you, the blade of grass, the mountain. But at the end of the day, it is energy. So you are not a person who has energy or who's feeling energetic. You are pure energy in the shape of a person. And this energy is conscious, it's very awake. And so you are consciousness in the shape of a person. You can touch, feel, you're visible, very tangible, but ultimately you are energy itself. So when we don't think in those expansive terms, we cut ourselves off from the larger part of us, from the whole self, from the soul self. We cut ourselves off. And then life also becomes limited in that way. So just the reminder that I am the whole self, I'm the soul self. I am source energy that has compressed and has taken the shape of me. And this source energy, this consciousness, is the master system. It is the system that created your nervous system, your digestive system, your immune system, everything. So just identifying yourself with the master system, that is the key. Because then you, it gives you the understanding that you're a bigger and a deeper version of what you've been thinking you are. Does that make sense? And I just want to add something more, and then we'll begin the meditation. Um, so think of yourself, and I spoke about this. If you think of yourself as a channel, as this continuum, and this stream of energy is pouring down this continuum, and then it's compressing and becoming matter. It is taking the shape of you. Now, the nature of this energy is to descend and to rise back from where it was sent. That's the free flow of this energy. What happens with us is when we take the shape of matter, when we take this shape of this body, we also come with our own wirings, our own conditionings, our own patterns. And so we block this energy based on the way we think, on the way we interact in this world. Now, this energy, think of it. Hey, you, welcome. Nice to see you. And so think of this energy. It's descending and it's rising back up. This free flowing, beautiful, clean movement. And because of our conditioning, because of this physical form, it gets blocked. It gets blocked in our survival centers. That is why the survival personality is so strong. I just spoke about it. And then it creates a wobble. There's a wobble in this free flowing movement of this energy. It's a wobble. And this wobble creates a distorted field. And this distorted field is like, think of this energy. So it's supposed to rise back up like this, but instead it just puddles around. It puddles around in a little tiny fountain around your energy center. And that becomes your distorted energy field. And then you interact your life according to that field, according to that wobble. But this energy is supposed to go up and keep its daily rotation. Is supposed to be taking more and more of this real estate of your all your energy centers. It's supposed to go like a fountain. It's supposed to go up every time for you to be able to access deeper states of your consciousness. But because this energy is kind of blocked, it stays there and it's not allowed to rise. And so that is why it's hard for you to access those deeper states of consciousness that are available for you. And you end up just doing what the robot does. The default keeps running its loop over and over again. And that is why we do breath work, practices like breath work and meditation. They make so much sense because we are clearing this channel for us. We're clearing our energy to rise higher, to elevate us so we can access these different levels of consciousness. You see? So it's a lot of work when you sit for your meditation. If you think you're just sitting and I'm just focusing on my breath and what am I doing? And oh, I'm just doing this body scan and yeah, I'm supposed to notice these sensations and then all right. You know, if you have all these, first of all, talk to me. I can explain to you a deeper purpose behind all of them. But in the most general sense, understand these spiritual practices are there for a reason. They're there for you to interrupt the robot, the default programming, and let your energy rise because that's its natural movement. It's supposed to go up and come down. And so that's the power of your energy. I know I just went here and there, and I hope that's okay today. But you get it, right? Like just remember, instead of your energy just puddling around your survival centers, your first two centers, you work on your solar plexus in your heart. So the energy rises up and then fountains like this. It fountains in this way. And then it goes up higher and it keeps fountaining. And there's no end point. You just keep going up and up in your states of consciousness, and you keep cleaning this channel. So today, when we are going to do this meditation, we're going to start with some breath work for you all to clear this channel, right, and to really become alert. So I want you to think of a straw inside your body, like a straw from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. And it's like when you breathe in as though you're sucking fluid up that straw. You know, you take it all in and bring your awareness to the crown of your head, and then you hold it there, and then you let it go again. And so you keep doing this and take these deep belly breaths and do it every time you sit and meditate for the first few minutes to clear the channel, so you can receive. So you can receive. And then the meditation will guide you into uh, a body scan practice. Are you sleepy? No, right? Okay. Sorry I said that. I just felt like you were tired. Good. And then we will remind ourselves that we are pure consciousness itself. So there will be 3 parts to this meditation. Sounds good? Does anybody have any questions? What's that? Oh, so we're not going to do the full breath work. We're just, no. Yeah, it'll be nice. If you guys are interested, we've been doing a very powerful breath work, and I think you guys should learn it. If you all are interested, love to teach you. It's really a powerful practice. It clears your energy centers. It moves the energy up and down the way it's supposed to. But today we're not going to do that. We're just going to do a very simple version for 5 minutes. Okay.
There's any other questions? I got the mic working finally.
Any other questions? Anything? Yeah.
So for the breath work, are we going to do any like holding or locks or squeezing of the energy
Yeah.
upwards, or is it just passive kind of?
Great question. Yes, we will. So thank you for reminding me. So yes, so we will, when we take a breath in, when you suck that fluid up that straw, that imaginary fluid up that straw, take that deep breath in, you also lock your first 2 energy centers. And I don't know if you all are aware, but okay, think of doing a Kegel. Can you, do guys know Kegels? I don't know. Okay. Okay, cool. Good. Because I just assumed only women.
It's like when you hold your pee in.
Oh yeah. When yeah, hold, yeah, exactly. So you do a Kegel and lock yourself in those bottom two centers. And then you take that fluid and with your awareness, let it travel all the way up to the crown of your head and hold it there. Hold it and then let it go again. And when you're holding it, you're also holding the Kegel. Don't let the Kegel go. And so you bring it up and you let it go. You bring it up and you let it go. And so it's a good practice to do it today, even for people who are for the first time here in a meditation session, because then you will know and you can practice it and do it yourself in your house, right? Yeah.
Are you trying to release it? Are you trying to release it, or are you trying to hold it there and then bring it back down to
Bring
where
it
it
down.
came from?
Yes.
Okay.
Good question again.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so you let it rise and then you let it go down from to the ground. Think of yourself as a channel. So you're taking this energy, building it all up, and bringing it up here, and then letting it all flow back down.
This is a silly question, but what's the intention in mind when you're doing that?
So the intention, like I said, right? We want this energy to move the way it was intended to. Rise and descend and rise, which is that's the intention.
Okay.
We spoke about that, right?
We did. Yeah.
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 Cool. Yeah, good question again. Anybody else? Sounds good. So it's going to be a fair bit of work, but then why would I waste your time, right? Yeah. You can if you want, but we're not doing the full breath work. Right now we're just doing just the deep belly breath, in and out, in and out. We're not doing much, right? But you can. I'm sorry? Yeah. Okay. Begin by closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in and release. Another breath and release. Creating an intention for your practice. And the intention is, I am. So when your mind wanders, come back to I am. relaxing. Settling. Imagine a straw from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Bring your attention to the base of your spine and take a deep breath in, holding yourself together. Take that breath in to the crown of your head and hold it there. Hold it, hold it, and release. Let's do this again. Your attention to your spine, to the base of your spine, creating those locks in that area of your body. Taking a huge breath in, bringing it to the crown of your head and holding it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Clearing the flow of your energy. Let's do this again. Attention to the base of your spine, creating the locks. Deep breath in, all the way to the top, holding it there. Hold it, hold it, and let go. Let go. One more time. Your attention on the base of your spine, creating those locks. Deep breath in from the base of your spine to the crown of your head and holding it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Do it on your own this time. Relax. And now just take deep, gentle breaths in and out. rising, falling, rising, falling, clearing the channel. Up and down, observing your breath. Going deeper. Letting it all go now. Just relax. Going deeper. Still. Deeper still. Stay here. Notice the one who is aware right now. Are you aware? Yes. How do you know? the person who knows. Turn toward the one who knows. I am the peaceful observer. Every joy, every sorrow, everywhere. It's been there. This is the most familiar thing you know. It's you. Underneath everything that has ever happened to you, silent, untouched, whole. I am. Stay here. Stay connected to it. Discovering yourself, your true self. Not the body, Not the name, not the history. Beyond that, silent, aware, untouched. Stay here. And if the mind wanders, come back to I am. Feel it. The soul self, your whole self. Stay connected to it. Go deeper. Stay with it. I am. Stay connected to it. Feel it. I am. Silent, untouched, never conditioned, never triggered, peaceful, pure consciousness. That's who you are. Stay connected to it. Stay here. Never small, never limited. You are a stream of consciousness coming into this world. Whole and forever complete. The divine lives in you. You just gotta find it. the power of the universe to support you. Just allow it. Receive. Reminding yourself, I am. I am. Staying with it. The divine lives in you. to love, light, and letting go. Namaste. When you're ready, you may open your eyes.
So it's funny. I know I've heard you say it, but it didn't resonate with me then. It does now. Even the series that we did on body scans, I did not like body scans. Like that was my worst. Like I just avoided that at all costs. And now I'm like doing it every day. For some reason, when we did that series, like this time it resonated with me. It just didn't before. So it's kind of funny how that happened. So, um, and I'm getting less and less frustrated about the mind wandering that stuff that happens. And I actually now I look at it and I'm like, you know what? That actually is kind of good. That kind of tells me there's a that distance there. Like once I go back and forth, I'm like, oh wait, there's a bridge to another level of consciousness. And so it kind of reaffirms that separation of mind and body and consciousness. So anyways, just looking at it that way helps the frustration. So anyways. Monica. Oh, you yeah.
I understand that the logs, whatever we start creating from bottom to top, have to be released at some point. That's why we want the energy flowing back. But I think there is a reason which I don't know what it is, but I just want to know why are we trying to bring that energy back apart from releasing the logs? Yes. The chakras, we know that we want to go through this inner journey of focusing more on the top chakras than just being focused in the lower chakras. So I understand why we have to raise our energy from lower to upper chakras, but I'm trying to understand why we want to send that back down. Back to the ground,
Yeah.
back to the earth. That's the movement of the energy. The energy moves in this fashion, the rising and the falling of energy, just like our breath.
Sorry. Oh, there you go. I know. Well, the intention of the breath is the rising and falling of the breath. It rises and it descends back. Exactly how our breath also works.
But it is just undoing whatever we have done in raising.
No, it's not. It's just really clearing the blocks. It's clearing your solar plexus. It's just that's how the movement of the energy works. It's just clearing the channel, rising and falling and right. That's exactly how the breath was. Your energy is intended to do that work. But what happens is with all of us, we start to create certain blocks. And then the energy it's not able to move and come back down, move, just do this natural movement because it's created a wobble in those areas and it's kind of blocked and the field becomes distorted. Our energy field becomes distorted. And we look out from that distortion and we make sense of this world through that distorted perception of ours. And so we want to change that. And that is why we do the pranayamas. The breath work is essentially the pranayam. It's just clearing that channel.
Thank you.
You should do the breath work. Yeah.
I will.
I have to say, what you're saying is resonating more with me because I have the same feeling. And I found myself rather than pushing it down and letting it, like kind of trapping it, if you will, I had this feeling of clearing everything by just like letting it come out. Is that what you were kind of saying as
That's
well?
what she was saying.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I try and do breath work, I'm not an expert by any means. I'm learning, but I feel like you have to release it. So that's how was thinking as well. But then I started thinking of like as an hourglass, like when it just sits, the sand's just stuck. But then when it's moving. So I was thinking like up and down, then the energy of being able to think and connect with yourself that was what I was connecting it to, if that helps anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Just constantly grounding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I feel like something that's helped me, I guess, like relate to the why is it going up and down is the idea that everything in nature is expanding and contracting, like our breath, our heartbeat, and like our life circumstances. Even like usually, it's like we ebb and flow always in our life, and we enter like a high point, then a low point, then a high point, then a low point. We're always ebbing and flowing. And something I've heard, it's just about being in the flow with that, not resisting the downflow, nor attaching to the upflow. And it's like, I guess that can help me like when I'm thinking about the breath work up and down, like it's just part of the flow, I guess.
I like that explanation. Very good.
So the initial talk that you had, so that became my meditation for today. I really liked when you mentioned about the subject-object relationship, and when you mentioned about the spiritual practices, and also how the body and the energy, like right now, what we do daily is the body's taken over the control of the energy versus it should have been the other way around. But it's difficult to, it takes a lot of practice. So just past few days, what been trying is we don't take pauses. What you're trying to say, we need to take pauses. So even with the negative emotion, we try to fix it. Instead of fixing it, if we let the energy take the control, that will dilute by itself instead of fixing it. So I like what the term that you used was subject object relationship. And if we really get that understanding more and more, will be so this whole meditation I was trying to feel that I am in control versus the body. And whatever the feelings I have, I want to really try and take pause and watch it. So you could feel that instant independent limitless happiness, but it probably is very in a fraction second, but at least you feel empowered that I can feel that happiness no matter what the situation is. So yeah, thank you.
Very well explained. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else? That's it? Okay. Well, that's good then. Oh, yes, the flyers. The retreat flyers there. So if you guys want to share it with anybody, please go ahead. Okay. And I strongly suggest, yes.
I feel like we're in a Quaker church. I feel like we're in a Quaker church. All except for you, all the women are over here, and all the males are over here.
Oh, no.
And I just, when we sat down that way, I said, "Wow, this is like really interesting."
Move it, move it.
Well, not the other. Well, the other thing I thought later was, if you look at the yin yang symbol, if this is the white section, you're the black dot in the middle of the white section, and, and she's the white dot in the middle of the black section. Just saying.
Yeah, that's
Nothing's an accident.
that is interesting. Okay, so we're not going to meet next week because we're going to meet on September 5th for our retreat. So we're not going to be meeting for 3 weeks now in the park, which I'm going to sorely miss because I love the park. But I strongly recommend all of you to join the retreat. And it is your retreat. So do it. Anything else? Anybody? Any question? No? We're good? Well, the following week we're not meeting here. And then the following week we have the retreat. Uh, So I guess, yeah, 3 weeks. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, bye everybody online. All right, that's it. Oh, hi. I didn't see you.